Go.
Oh, so dumb. Okay. I'm on like an 8 out of 10, you guys. I am so sorry about what's gonna happen next because I am probably not gonna remember it tomorrow, or I'm probably just gonna be shook to my core when I'm editing this. This is gonna be fun. So the next track number 11 out of 14. We're almost there, guys. This track, it's called Stage 4, Acceptance. And the poem that comes with this track is called I Planted a Rose. And before I go into any detail, let's welcome the next cocktail. This is so, I love this. So, Stage 4, last stage of the album, Acceptance, I Planted a Rose. And this particular poem, it's one of the oldest things I've wrote. And this poem is about planting my own garden in my own soul and growing myself and growing my soul and growing myself as a person, as an individual, as a being, without the need of anyone's validation or love or companionship. And I think this is definitely the saddest stage, not because of the topics touched, but because of the realizations that happen during this stage. With this stage, you can definitely see realization, regret, and then acceptance. I'm too drunk for it.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Here we go again. Oh, there was a parasite in the strawberries.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that
Something
movie.
like that.
Parasite?
Not the point.
Really? Oh my god.
So
That
for
was
like
never
years,
gonna be the same.
She doesn't like.
Because it's 3 a.m. and I'm calling everybody that I know. Hello? Don't make me laugh because I'm gonna throw up. So, stage 4, acceptance. I don't even remember what I said. Just enjoy the fucking poem, guys. Like, I have nothing to say. Like, just listen to it. You'll understand. Next. So, once we start stage 4, we have 3 tracks left on the album. And the first track of stage 4, which is track number 12, I believe, it's called Cigarette. And this is my personal favorite one. This is the latest song I wrote. I wrote this song probably around November 2019, right before I sent it to Adrian, who also produced this one. And we started working on it and it wasn't finished until a few weeks ago, so beginnings of February. Before I go into it, I feel like we should have the cocktail and listen to the song a little bit.
I asked for a drug, a cigarette, and he said you shouldn't be sharing lips with someone you just met.
So this song talks about a different perspective on relationships. I feel like Cigarette touched the topic where the relationship ended because of you, because you were wrecked, because you were not loving yourself enough to give love to another person. And I feel like, especially in this age and day, so many of us struggle with insecurities and struggle with self-love and just that feeling of fulfillment within oneself, that most of the times when things go wrong, it's mostly because we are not well ourselves, but we like to blame the other person. And I think that this song reflects on it, and it's like, no, this is not right. I shouldn't be blaming the other person. Yes, there were things that person did that led up to the relationship ending, but it was mostly because of me, because of my inner struggles, because I wasn't feeling like I was good enough for this person. I didn't feel like I was loving myself enough to fully give in to this person what they needed and what they craved. It's a beautiful but very sad message, because I feel there's a realization that all of us should have, but some of us can't really achieve because we're not ready to have that conversation on like, it's not you, it's me, but truly believing it. It kind of combines a sorry letter with a love letter, and you still love this person and you still feel thankful and grateful for all of the love they gave you, but you understand that things didn't work out because it was your fault. And that's part of acceptance, you know. Sometimes you are the toxic person in a relationship, sometimes you are the bad apple in the tree, and it's okay as long as you realize and you grow from it. And I think that's why this song is so important to have on this stage, because it's not always about how people damage you, but about how you damage people and how you affect people on a negative aspect. Being able to write this song really opened my eyes, and I was like, I need to work on this. I need to broaden my perspective, open my eyes, and work on the things I'm doing wrong. And that's why I haven't had a successful relationship yet, because I don't know how to love myself. I don't know how to give. I don't know how to kind of flow that love within myself, so I cannot express it on a second person basis, because I'm still working on the first base. And yeah, after this song, we jump into an even sadder song, which is called Drown. And I feel like it is time for me to drink this and then jump into the next song, Drown, which is probably the deepest, saddest song in this album. So, second to last song, 13th out of 14 tracks. This song, it's definitely the hardest for me to write, for me to sing. I literally cry every time I try to sing this song. And this song is called Drown. And I feel like I need a drink before I talk about this song. So, GG. I really like this. So, let's listen to the song while we sip on this cocktail.
You say I'm a bad influence and invite me to go out.
And I want to play more of the song because I feel myself about to cry, and I don't want to cry in the series. Drown. This song is about walking out of an abusive relationship. It got to a point where I felt so low of myself that I kept blaming myself for the things that were happening in the relationship, and I was accepting it, and I was like, maybe I do deserve this mistreatment because there's definitely something I'm doing wrong that this person is reacting this way. And it took me a while to understand that it was not my fault, that these things were happening, that he had his own struggles and he was going through his own stuff, and there was nothing I could do. Even though I wanted to help him and I wanted to be there for him, I realized that sometimes there's nothing you can do. And I think that's the most heartbreaking part of the song, that no matter how much you abuse me and you insult me and you mistreat me, I still love you, but I voluntarily decide to walk out of your life and to not have you, someone I deeply love and appreciate in my life, because I don't deserve this mistreatment, and you need help that I cannot provide. You need professional help, and I cannot provide you that help. So many issues that could be easily avoided if I just took care of myself first. And it's really hard to admit these things to yourself. It's really hard to pinpoint where the issue is in a relationship when these things are happening, or you feel like it's not deep enough for you to talk about it, to reach for help when these things are happening. But I feel like once you reach a point where you're losing yourself throughout the tendencies this person's having, you start realizing that the best thing for you and for you not to lose yourself is to give up on the person you love. Yeah, this song was definitely the hardest one for me to write. It took me about 2 months to finish this song, crying myself to sleep almost every night, thinking about these things that were happening. It really opened my eyes to the possibility of walking out of things that are not good for you. I really, from the deepest parts of my heart, I wanted to be there for that person, but I just couldn't do it because this person was so damaged that if I tried to fix them, I would lose myself in the process. I think I'm gonna leave Drown here before I actually start tearing up, because that's just gonna take a whole 3 other hours. So I hope you enjoy Drown. I hope you like it, and I hope you learned something from it, because I definitely did.
No, that's the old one. This is the new one.
Mes amis, we've made it to the last track 14, last song of the album. We made it to the last track. It's Mirror. Yeah, that's what the track is called. Mirror. M-I-R-R-O-R. Mirror. Last track of the album. I couldn't even catch my own hands. I feel like I already look too drunk, so I'm gonna apologize to you all. It's been 14 cocktails. It's 4 a.m. It's been 7 hours of recording. This probably doesn't look as good as the first episode, and I am so sorry about that, because I know my ugly ass face can be really disturbing sometimes. But let's just wrap this up. Last song, Mirror. Let's have the cocktail come in. How's my hair? Is it hooked up? Last track.
Blurry reflection.
That's exactly what I see right now. Blurry reflection.
Eva.
Mirror. Mirror is a song about self-love, self-confidence, self-reassurance. It's a song about my struggles with eating disorders. This song is kind of a letter to myself that can also be interpreted as a letter to you guys also listening to the song, that you're more than what the fucking mirror shows. Honestly, you have one body in your entire life, and you should take care of it, and you should love it, whatever shape, form it has. And it takes a while, like it's easier said than done, but honestly, once you realize, like, you could be dead by tomorrow, and do you really want your last minutes on earth to be worrying about the way you look and the way people portray you because of your physical appearances? Like, do you really want that? And it's a song that just reassures you that you're good enough no matter how you look. If you have a pure soul and you act out of kindness, and that you have good intentions on every single action that you make, you should be completely fine, and that you should be able to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling life regardless of your weight, of your height, of your looks, on the measurements of your waist, your boobs, your ass. That is just all superficial. You're just so much more than what the fucking mirror shows. You're so much more than what you see. There's so much more than what people see. Thankfully, since I wrote this song, I've really been able to put into action the words I've written, a script that is not written based on what you look like, but what you do and the struggles you decide to face rather than who you're trying to become. We all want to be happy with a loving partner in an amazing house with a lot of money, financially stable. I feel like this song, even though it's not necessarily about achieving your goals, definitely has a lot to do with the first steps to start that path of self-discoverment. Like, if I really want to achieve this ideal, I need to understand what's going on with me now and with my society and with my environment, and then move on from it into better, greater things, more significant things, rather than cup size and how tight I can put a size 4 jeans on, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a very significant song. I'm definitely putting it up more as an aggressive song rather than an emotional, overwhelming, and wholesome song, but that's just the alcohol talking. It really is a very wholesome song. It's a very touching song. It's a song that reminds you that you are good enough no matter how the fuck you look like, and that I am good enough no matter how the fuck I look like. If I gain 5 pounds, if I lost 10 pounds, if I cut one of my boobs, like, I'm still gonna be me. And I think that is the magic of the song. And I think I'm too drunk to even fucking decipher what the fuck I'm trying to say. I'm just blabbing. I'm just projectile mode at this point. I've had 14 drinks. I am fucked up, and it's 4:30 a.m. I think this is where we wrap up the album.
Yay!
Woo! This is my first debut. I mean, duh, if it's my debut, it's my first. This is my debut album, Story of a Lonely Heart. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely didn't. I'm so fucked up. I'm ready to fall asleep for 3 weeks and woke up with a terrible hungover. But this is what the things I do for you guys. I open my heart and soul and put it on a chopping board for you guys to cut and season and cook. Maybe grill if you feel like starting up a barbecue. I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in if you did. If you didn't, fuck you. You're probably not watching. Fuck you, you're probably not even watching this. Cheers! Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Cocktail Chats for Story of a Lonely Heart. And I'll see you who knows fucking when.
So have 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Subscribe, like, listen to my album. Comment what you think.
The most iconic line in this video.
Good fucking bye. Peace.
Deuces.
Bye.